Hey guys, how's it going? Stoudman coming back at you again today, and I'm going to be talking your ear off about some things that I picked up recently when I went out to Half Price Books outlet. Again, I went to the Half Price Books outlet and I found some pretty damn good deals. They had a sale going on for everything was $1. It was all $1. Each item was $1. Basically, if it was less than $1, it was still going to be less than $1. But if it was more than $1, the sale brought it down to $1. So say there's a Blu-ray for $5, it's $1 now. Yeah, that's why I went. So I found some pretty damn good deals there on some Blu-rays and some DVDs. Figured I'd show you that today. But I also went to a Value Village for the first time in a long time. I've always felt like Value Village is a much better location than Goodwill, and I found some things there that fucking prove it beyond a shadow of a goddamn doubt. So, yeah, before I even show you the Half Price book stuff, which is what this is about, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I found at Value Village and sing the praises of Value Village even more. Oh, it's been so long. When I say that they're better than Goodwill, this is exactly what I mean, alright? They have more stuff. Their stuff is better organized. It's better priced. It's just everything across the board at Value Village is always infinitely better than Goodwill, who has higher prices. You never find anything, you know. But I go to Value Village for the first time in over a decade. I head to the DVD and Blu-ray section, and what do I find? Sitting there with a $4 price tag on it. A $4 price tag. If you think I'm lying, I'm going to show you photo evidence that I took a few minutes after I walked out of the store with this, which proves it, alright? I got this for $4. This is to my knowledge, it's out of print. You don't find this anywhere. It's in the vault. And I found it at a Value Village for $4. I held on to this in the store for dear life. I'm like, nobody is taking this from me. This is mine now. And yeah, sure enough, and when I looked at it, I was like, there's no way this can be the actual Lion King. There's no way it's actually the Lion King. Look closer. Diamond Edition. Disney, the Lion King. And they're like, well, there's no way. Somebody stole the Blu-ray, somebody stole the disc, it's just the fucking case, something. There has to be some kind of a catch, right? But, yeah. So, yeah, needless to say, I'm very happy about that one. And I was so happy, in fact, that when I went through the DVDs and Blu-rays, didn't find anything else except for one thing. I decided to go ahead and pay $2.99 for a used DVD copy of Encino Man, because it's something I didn't have in my collection yet. This is not on Blu-ray yet. So, yeah, a lot of people talk shit about this movie. A lot of people say it sucks. I like this movie. I love the comedy in this movie. I always have. It's almost nostalgic for me at this point. I've seen it so many times on TV. I saw it so many times on TV when I was a kid. So yeah, Encino Man, friggin', in my opinion, a great movie. A lot of people say Pauly Shore's best work, but whatever. I think it's Brendan Fraser's best work, because I'm not a huge fan of Brendan Fraser. And of course Sean Astin is also in this, but he doesn't get top billing apparently. Okay. Samwise doesn't get top billing. Pauly Shore, yeah, we can put him in there. Brendan Fraser, who hasn't been very good in Hollywood at all for the past 5 to 10 years, yeah, he can go on the cover. Fucking Samwise? Nope. This was $2.99. Usually I don't like to pay more than like $2 for a DVD, but when you're going through the store and the first thing you come across is this, and you're in a really good mood, you're just like, you know what? If I'm only paying $4 for this, I don't mind paying $3 for this. It's my penance. It's my tax for being given the opportunity to get The Lion King for $4 freaking dollars. And without a doubt, that was my best deal that I got today. So yeah. That being said, I did, of course, like I said, go to Half Price Books Outlet, and I found 11 items, including 1 book, 4 Blu-rays, and 6 DVDs. My mather calculator in here is just not working very well right now, but yes. Before I show you this, it's important to remember one crucial, vitally important detail. Everything was $1. Remember that. Everything was $1. Everything was $1. Don't judge me. I haven't seen this movie yet. I kind of sort of enjoy the first one. Not enough to own it yet. I don't actually own Paul Blart Mall Cop. And it's one of those movies I don't really want to pay a lot of money for, so I'm like not willing to pay more than a few bucks for the Blu-ray of the first movie. So when I saw this, the second movie, I haven't seen that yet, for $1, I was like, just to be able to see it alone, I'd pay $1. But yeah, if it was like a rental back in the day, you know. But you know, to be able to own it for $1, yeah, I couldn't say no. I couldn't say no, okay? I have a problem. Next up, I picked up another movie I have not seen yet, Dinner for Schmucks. I like Steve Carell. I like Paul Rudd. It looks like it could be slightly humorous, maybe not entirely brilliantly humorous, but for $1, I'll pick that up. Next up, I got Is Anybody There? Is anybody there? I guess My Cocaine stars in this movie, and that's the main reason I wanted to see it. Have not seen it yet, but I've always wanted to pick this up ever since I found out that this had come out, right? Just so that I could watch it, you know? So it's cool to be able to get this for $1 so that I can, you know, check it out. And to be able to buy it and own it for $1 is even better. So yeah, very cool. I'm not sure if I'll like it, but it does have My Cocaine in it. And next up, the last Blu-ray that I picked up was Pineapple Express. And there's a reason behind me getting this, because I know that I believe it's actually on 4K disc now, right? Maybe, or if it's not, it's going to be. I know it was remastered in 4K, and that they had the remastered 4K version of this on Blu-ray. But that disc did not have any special features, to my knowledge. A lot of those, like the Superbit DVDs, did not have any special features. This disc does include special features, and just take a look at all these features, all right? And these are all real features. Includes both theatrical and extended version of the film, commentary, deleted scenes, extended and alternate scenes, making of, the action of, all the way down the list. There is a ton of special features on here. So yes, you do actually want to have this in your collection, even if you want to have it in the best quality and you want to make sure you get the 4K version. It's still worth it to have this version, especially when you find it for $1. You know what I mean? So yeah, I was happy to find that one because I had intended to get it in the first place. So yeah. Next up, I picked up a few Steve Martin things. First off, I found The Best of Steve Martin, Saturday Night Live. Like I said, I'm trying to pick these up now, so Why the hell not? Steve Martin's a hilarious guy. He's one wild and crazy guy, and yeah. This is definitely one that I want to have in my collection. So for $1, yeah, I'll do that. And then when I was going through the comedies, I noted this movie that I have never heard of before. Apparently stars Steve Martin, and immediately brought up some memories for me. It's called Novocaine. Does anybody else know what this is? Because I'll tell you what, I've never heard of this before. But when I saw it starred Steve Martin as a dentist, the immediate thing that came to my mind, of course, was Little Shop of Horrors, where he plays a crazy dentist. Apparently, very similarly, he plays a crazy dentist in this as well. And it stars Helena Bonham Carter, and who else was in this? Laura Dern. Like, yeah, sure, I will watch that, absolutely. That it just sounded so interesting to me that just to be able to check it out for $1, yeah, I'm going to do that. So yeah, and apparently, I guess I couldn't determine whether or not this is on Blu-ray. I don't think it is. So yeah, $1 for this, not bad. A lot of these are either titles that I wanted to get, the DVDs at least are titles that I wanted to get on Blu-ray, but either they aren't on Blu-ray or the Blu-ray is prohibitively expensive or yada yada yada, and so I'm like, I just want to watch this again. That's the case for this next one. I just want to watch this again to determine if I still like it as much as I did when I was younger. So, The Client, which is on Blu-ray right now, but the Blu-ray is not a very good price. It's about the $10 range, which is okay, but if it's just it looks like it's just a bare bones release, I'm like, I don't want to pay $10 for a bare bones release. It's just not the kind of thing that a collector like me does. Bare bones is the kind of stuff that belongs in the fucking $5 bin. The people who put these things out there know it, and yet they still want you to pay $10 to $15. Go fuck yourself, God. Get out of here. So yeah, I got this for $1. Not a bad deal. Not many special features, but just to be able to watch it again, check it out, and determine whether or not I like it as much as I used to. There were a bunch of movies out with like Tommy Lee Jones and Tom Cruise the same time. They came out around the same time. The Client, The Firm, A Few Good Men, you know. And some of them, even when I was younger, like I did like them, and some I didn't like. And this is one of the few that I actually really liked. So, yeah, I'm hoping I still like this as much as I did when I was younger. I don't know why I wouldn't. It is directed by Joel Schumacher. That might be one of the reasons I liked it so much. But yeah. Next up, I picked up Turner and Hooch, another one that is not yet available on Blu-ray. So, you're damn skippy, I'm going to pick this up for $1. This is one I've been trying to get on DVD for a while because, you know, not on Blu-ray yet. Want to have it in my collection, so yeah. Turner and Hooch, hilarious movie. Love it, love it, love it. So, yes, very happy to find this because, you know, whenever you see something that's, whenever you go to a sale for like this and you're just looking around to see if you can find anything and you see something that's actually in your wish list, like on Amazon and stuff, it gives you a good feeling. It's like, yes, finally. Been waiting on that one, finally found it. Next up we have an Oliver Stone movie that I actually have not yet seen, but I've heard good things about, and I enjoy Oliver Stone, so why not pick up Talk Radio here? I mean, when I go looking at DVDs at a place like this, I'm immediately drawn to things that I've never heard of before, because I'm a movie buff, so if I've never heard of something, chances are it's either rare, hard to find, not on Blu-ray, or just, you know, something out of the ordinary, so to speak. And Talk Radio very much is not the kind of Oliver Stone film that you'd expect to find everywhere, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, I have not seen this yet, but just based on the fact that it's an Oliver Stone movie, and it was only $1. I'm like, yeah, I'll pay that to check it out. And apparently it's not on Blu-ray yet, so yeah, very cool. Very happy about that. Well, not very happy that it's not on Blu-ray, but I'm very happy that I was able to pick it up for a decent price. Really good price. And yeah, I'll be checking that out at some point very soon. The last DVD that I got is a sappy as hell movie that has perhaps what I believe to be Hayden Christensen's best role in any movie ever. Well, there was that one movie that I kind of liked him in. But regardless, this movie, I think he did better than he ever did in any other movie because his natural acting instincts actually worked for the character that he was trying to do here. So, yes. This also is not available on Blu-ray yet, so I decided to pick up Life as a House on DVD here for $1. Pretty good deal. The case is kind of beat up, but I believe, as is the case with most of these, whenever you see something in a Snapper Keeper, it's almost always widescreen, and it's almost always like the only way to get that movie in widescreen. So even though your natural instinct might be, well, it's a Snapper Keeper, I hate those cases, I don't want those cases. Before you do that, before you let that natural instinct kick in, just remember that they are also usually the only way to get said movie in a widescreen format, or at least that tends to be the case a lot of the time. Because a lot of these movies that were in the Snapper Keeper were never released on Blu-ray. They were never released in widescreen on any other release. So, yeah, it's important to keep an eye out for these, actually, even if you don't like these kind of cases. Because otherwise, how are you going to watch the movie the way it's meant to be seen? Fucking full-screen DVDs. Anyways, yes, very happy to have Life as a House. I do really enjoy this movie, and like I said, Hayden Christensen, probably one of his best roles in any film ever, in my opinion. And then the last thing I picked up, last but not least, certainly not least, in fact, I was looking through the books. It was really crowded there that day. It's Dollar Day, so of course there's going to be a lot of people there, but you know, I was basically just taking a look around to see if I could find anything real quick that I actually wanted, and lo and behold, something that I have had my eye on and have looked at from time to time and considered picking up. And I got it for $1. I'm a Lebowski, you're a Lebowski. This is Life, the Big Lebowski, and what have you. The book has a foreword by Jeff Bridges, and it's basically just a bunch of like trivia and information and whatnot about the Big Lebowski. So, very cool. And if you look at the back cover, nobody fucks with a Jesus. So yeah, really happy to have this. It's just, when I saw this, I'm like, okay, I have to have that. I love the Big Lebowski. And yeah, very cool book. I can't wait to flip through it when I'm on the royal throne, if you will, which is where the movie starts. So yeah. That'll do it for me. I mean, I only paid $1 for it too, so don't get on my case about that, okay? About reading on the toilet. But yeah, that'll do it for me today. That's everything that I picked up. But if you really put your thinker on, all right, I got 10 Blu-ray, I got 4 Blu-rays, 6 DVDs, a book. All of them were $1 each, so that's $11. And then for The Lion King I paid $4, and for Encino Man I paid $3. Total for all 13 items, including The Lion King, I didn't pay more than $20. It was all less than $20. You have a hard time finding The Lion King for less than $20. And I got all this stuff in addition to that. This has to be one of my best hauls ever, honestly. Oh my goodness. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. So yeah, that'll do it for me. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Peace.